Hello friends, I am Rudraksh Sharma and welcome to my channel JMB Rudraksh Science Classes. So friends, in today's video, I am going to start the next topic of the chapter resources of the class 8th, which is human resources. So what are human resources? The greatest and the most important resource of a country is its people. So any people, like the people, is the important and the greatest resource of a country. For example, in Japan, as you know that there are not many resources in Japan, but the government of Japan has invested a lot in the education and in the healthcare of the people. And because of this, they have a large number of skilled and educated people. And by investing in education and healthcare, they have converted their large population into a productful asset. And because of this only, the Japan is the most developed country in the world. So from this we came to know that if a country does not has much resources, but if it has a educated and skilled person of a country, it can help in the rapid development of a country. The people of such countries have the ability to add value to raw resources and convert them into useful resources. As I told you that in Japan there are less resources, but because of the technology and the brain of the people, they have the ability to convert less resources into a useful products. As they have less resources, but then also they have used their mind to convert them into a useful product or a useful resource. Some countries, despite having a large population, are not developed. So there are many countries which have large population but they are not developed because the government in that area has not invested in the education and the healthcare. That's why the countries having large population are not developed, whereas the countries which are having less population and educated and skilled person, it can be a developed country. The people here lack education or technical law and are therefore not very productive. These countries lag in development. So the countries which are having large population and they do not have education, as lack of education or technical things, are therefore not productive, because if the person of a country are not educated and they don't have brain or technology, and they cannot lead a country to a, like they cannot lead the country to development. Like if a country has a lots of resources, but the people of that country does not have much people, those who are educated and skilled, that country could not be developed, because we know that all the resources, like natural resources, needs to be used by the human resources, because natural resources cannot be used on their own. So that's why it is important that a country's people should be educated and skilled. So we can be a human resource by having potential, employee, skills, research, training, recruiting, performance, and leadership. So these are the important things to be a human resource. As you can see in this picture, the first person is a builder, second is a police officer, third is a chef, he is an engineer, he is a doctor, and she is a teacher. So with the help of their education, they are helping a country to develop. So that's why they are proved to be a human resource. So this is all about the human resource. Next topic will be our human made resources. So what are human made resources? So if the question comes that what are human made resources, you will write human made resources are the ones that are created by humans using their knowledge and expertise. As I told you that the human resources use their technology and intelligence to make resources, like to make or it led to development of a country. And with the help of education and skill of the human resources, we are only able to make the human made resources. So common examples of human made resources are buildings, machinery, railways, roads, ships, etc. And each of the resource can be classified in more than one category. For example, if we take an example of a forest, the forest is a biotic, renewable, localized, and actual resource. So one resource can be classified more than one resource can be classified into more than one resources. Next is that resource like petroleum, it could be classified as a biotic resource because it is gained from plants and animals. Non-renewable because if they are finished, it will take a lot of time to renew. Actual resources because we have the technology to extract them, and localized resources because they are found in a specific places. Resources are sometimes described in other ways too. For example, crops are also called agricultural resources. So we know that crops are agricultural resources, and coal, petroleum and natural gas are the energy resources. So these are some human made resources like a house, a bus, a mirror, a car, a TV, television and a glass and a spectacles. These all are man-made resources. So our next topic is conservation of resources. So I have it is a fact that the population of the world is growing each year. As we know that the population of the world is growing each year, and because of the more population or more people, demands of all the resources are increasing, and due to the increase in demands of resources, it is leading to exploitation, exhaustion, damaging and misuse of the resources. And because of this, the resources are depleting continuously, and so that's why we need to use these resources judicially, and the use of resources judiciously is known as a sustainable development. So sustainable development means that we should exploit our resources carefully to meet our present requirement, and also to conserve the resources for the future generations. In this manner, there will be no wastage and plenty of resources that would be left for the use in future. So, with the help of sustainable development, there would be no wastage of the resources, and there would be plenty of resources for us as well as the future generations. Some of the examples which lead to the depletion of resources are, so there are many examples which lead to the depletion of resources are like overmining, deforestation, cutting of trees, overmining, and overfishing, and also the exploitation of the crude oil and the natural gas. As we know that nowadays everyone is using cars and motor vehicles, and because of usage of this, the pollution is increasing in the nature, which is affecting our environment, and also these resources are getting exploited, and that's why if we'll exploit all these resources, it would be difficult for us to live, like to use these resources, and also no resources would be left for the future generations. As we know that the crude oil is a non-renewable resource, and also it takes millions of years to regenerate. So with this, our explanation of this chapter is completed. I hope you liked my video. Please like, share and subscribe my channel, and also press the bell icon to get notifications of my future video. Thank you.